What's up, everyone? I'm CEO Connolly, and today we're going to talk about respect. You get what you give. Can you get off my table? So, in my experience in life, okay, there's so many people out there who believe that they deserve respect from everyone. But they don't actually have to respect anyone. They don't have to show respect towards anyone. And they're always like, oh, are you disrespecting me? I'm sorry, but you were rude first. So we're going to put that out there. And I will say that there was a time where I was working in retail and a customer was extremely rude. So they showed up 15 minutes after we closed. There was nobody in the store except for the employees. And they kept banging on the door because the door was locked. It's 15 minutes after we closed, right? So they kept banging on the door, and I kept telling the employees, stay away from the door due to the fact that it is considered as a safety issue at this point. And yes, she grabs my hair. So that was that. So at this point, it is a safety issue. So they could not go towards the door. And I told them they could not open the door for this guy. I don't care who he is. I did not care that he comes in there all the time, whatever, right? And then he starts screaming and yelling through the door that we were being rude because he needed his, the stuff for tomorrow morning, for the next day, right? That was not our problem. He showed up 15 minutes after we closed. The registers are shut down. Everything's done. We're just waiting to leave. And it is unsafe for us to leave when there's someone standing outside the door, right? So we're standing there waiting to leave, hoping that this guy will go away. Hey, no, don't chew on that. But the guy would not go away. So finally I was like, you know what? We know this guy. He comes in here all the time. We're just going to go. And immediately I set the alarm. We left and I'm locking the door. And as I'm locking the door, this guy is literally berating all of us, saying that we were rude. We wouldn't open the door for him. We wouldn't let him buy his stuff, and I kept explaining to him, I'm sorry, but you showed up 15 minutes after we closed. He goes, but I called and said I was on my way. I was like, that doesn't mean anything. If you show up before we closed, then you're fine. But because we were already closed, there's nothing I could do. And he goes, I just wish that sometimes women would be a little bit more respectful towards men. And it's like, I'm sorry? Like, what is this? I get it. He was from another country, and that's just how he felt that in America, women are not respectful towards men in America. Sorry, she keeps chewing on everything. But that's exactly what he said. In America, women are disrespectful towards men. And it's like, I'm sorry, I don't know where you got the idea that that was the case. And he said, I believe that you get what you give in this world. And it's like, exactly. That's exactly right. If you're disrespectful on our time, because we literally have 30 minutes past close at that company, we had 30 minutes past close to get out of the building. We had to be out 30 minutes past close. If we went anything over that, the district manager would show up and he'd start griping at the manager who was there that night. Why were you here later? What was going on? Why didn't y'all leave before then? Right? So we had to go. Like, we had to get out of that building. So anyway, and I was like, exactly. That's exactly right. You get what you give in this world. If you're not going to respect us in our time, then we don't respect you in your time. That's the thing. And it has nothing to do with women not showing men respect in this country. It has something to do with men demanding respect from women. That's my problem. And it's not even that. It's customers deserving respect, or not deserving, expecting respect from retail workers. No, you don't expect anything. If you're going to walk in and be hot and stuff like that, you don't deserve respect at all. If you're not going to respect the workers in fast food restaurants, retail, or anything like that, just because they're on the other side of the counter does not mean that you deserve respect because you walked in and you're on the opposite side of the counter. It doesn't mean that. You have to respect them in order for them to respect you back. That's the thing. Respect is earned, not expected. That's how everybody should, portray that. Hey, can y'all stop, please? I'm sorry. She is messing with the dog. The dog has had enough of her, and now they're just nipping at each other. But the biggest problem is when people are all like, why are you being so disrespectful? Nobody was being disrespectful except you. That was the problem, because you were told no. You think it's disrespect. It's not disrespect because you were told no. It's a common thing in the world that you don't always get what you want. That's just how that works, right? And there are way too many people who believe that just because you're at a certain age in life that you get respect. You should respect me because I'm older than you. I don't give a shit how old you are. I don't care if you are 90. If you're not going to show me respect, then you can forget it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to just automatically be entitled to the respect. It's the entitlement. That's how I see it, right? And it's funny because it's not just kids. There's a certain age when people start expecting that they should be respected. And my thing is that I feel like a lot of people don't understand what the actual meaning of the word respect really means. Do you understand? Hey, can y'all please stop? Kira's had enough of your antics, Miss Aria. But anyway, I feel like people don't really understand what the word respect means. It's just expected. They're entitled to it because of who they are as a person. Nobody knows who you are as a person. The only thing that we've ever seen from you as a person is an asshole. That's where that comes from, and I'm not going to say it's just men, because there are a lot of women out there who just expect it. They expect respect the second they walk into a room. You are going to respect me no matter what. Respect is earned. It is not an entitlement. You are not entitled to respect in any way. And I'm going to put that out there. Just because you walked into a room, you are not entitled to being respected. That's not how it is. And I am going to say this, okay? When you walk into an establishment, there could have been a customer right before you who literally ruined the day of the person that you're going to walk up to, right? Complete and total dick, right? This person was a complete and total dick to the worker, whatever, the employee. And now, no ma'am. And now you're walking in right after that. So your best bet is to give them a better experience than the person before you. Even if you weren't there, no, it's not your problem. It really isn't your problem hi, Kira. It's really not your problem that someone else ruined their day. It's really not. Hey, can you not flash your butt to the camera? Anyway, it is not your problem that someone else ruined their day and now you're having to make up for that. It is not your problem. I get that. But if you at least walk in somewhere and try to make their day 10 times better than whatever the person is, or whatever the person did before you, it's more likely that you're going to be respected for the way that you've treated someone. Everyone in the service industry, the fact that they are expected to show respect, and I'm going to have to go check on the washer, but the fact that, it's just expected that you're supposed to respect every customer. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, the customer is not always right. Okay. I've worked in food service. I've worked in retail. I've worked in an office setting. The customer is not always right, but the customer can always be an asshole. That's how that works. I don't care what you seem to think that you thought you were. Hey, don't pull her hair. I don't care what you seem to think that you thought was going to happen when you walked in there. But if you're going to walk in there and demand that you get something, it's less likely that you're actually going to get it. But I'm just going to put it that way. If you go in there and ask nicely, I've actually given someone the nice customer discount in retail. I have done it. I'll give you a 15% discount if you're nice to me, especially right after some dickwad just walked in and had to be a total ass bag. Can you please stop pulling her hair? Can you please stop pulling her hair? Oh, girl, that was my lady fat you freaking pinched. I don't know why I called it my lady fat. It's my bingo wing. It's my old lady fat. Anyway, yes, if someone has just left and was a total douchebag, if you walk in and now you're another douchebag, I'm sorry, you are not going to get what you want. But, oh, you're pitching. But if you walk in and you're nice about it and you ask politely and you say things, hey, I'm so sorry. I know that you close in 5 minutes and my dumbass decided to walk in here right now. But I was just wondering, is there any way I can get this real quick? I'm willing to guarantee someone's going to go, you know what? Yes, let me go ahead and do this for you real quick. I'll go ahead and ring you up while it's working or whatever it is, and I'm only saying that because I worked in, a copy center. But I'm just saying, I got no problem. File print, let's go. I'll check you out right now while it's printing. I'm going to continue my closing duties while it's on. Whatever. No, you cannot have that. And then as soon as I'm done checking you out, boom, you're done. You're out the door. The manager can take the register. Great. No problem. Maybe it took 3 minutes to do. Okay, so we close in 2. Awesome. Go ahead and shop around. I don't know. Whatever. My thing is, though, is that if you are nice, you will be respected. If you show other people respect, other people will respect you. If you're disrespectful, they're going to give you the same energy. So always bring positive energy wherever you go, and positive energy will be given to you. It is the universe's way of, paying off. It's like whenever you're sitting in traffic and the lanes are going to merge. Yeah. Okay. So this dickbag decided to get out of line and shoot up the lane that's merging in. But you know what? Let him in. Just fine. Whatever. I'm not going to fight you for a spot here. We're still going 2 miles an hour. Whatever, dude. Right? It's like, if you're in that much of a hurry, go ahead, because I'm just going to be stuck behind you looking at the ass of your vehicle, and I don't give a shit, because we're both going 2 miles an hour. As soon as we get past this, this traffic or whatever is going on, most of it where I'm at is construction at this point. I get it. We got to merge into one lane. We're going to go slow and go for the next, whatever the GPS says, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. I don't care who gets in front of me. Now, if you're going to try to shoot over right in front of me when there is no room, okay, yeah, now I'm going to blow the horn at you. Now I'm going to be an ass because you're being an ass. But I will say that, yeah, I know you're getting stuck to the couch. I heard that. But I will say that if you let someone in, the universe will pay you back and someone will let you in. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to talk about this real quick just because I want to. So we had to put a diaper cover on her because she decided that she wanted to pick at the diaper. So I have to cut a hole in order for her tail to go through, right? So I have to cut a hole in there. Well, she started picking at the tail hole because after a couple of times that she pees in the diaper, it starts to okay, first of all, when you cut the diaper, it gets like those little beads or whatever, because that's what's supposed to soak up all of the, to keep it from, you get it. Anybody who's had children, you understand. There is these little beads in there that actually expand when they get wet, specifically to pull the wetness away from the baby, right? Well, when I cut the diaper to get the tail hole in there, that stuff expands and then starts to come through the diaper, and it comes through that tail hole. So she started picking at that because she realized that gel stuff was coming out of there. So she wanted to pick at it. And it got to the point to where I was having to change her diaper like every 45 minutes because she pees so much, because she's still on a bottle. So she just gets, a liquid diet. So she pees a lot. Hey, can you not climb on that, please? So in order to get her to stop picking at her diaper, I had to put the diaper cover on, and it keeps her from picking at the diaper, but now she wants to pick at the diaper cover. So there's that, but it's cute. It's a little skirt. And no, I didn't. Okay. I have put her in onesies before, but that was basically to keep her from picking at the diaper. But I don't want to put her in a onesie because, she's soft and I want to pet her. That's like my dog. I used to put my dog in shirts because, oh, it's so cute, but I can't pet her on the back if she has a shirt on. So why would I do that? So anyway, that's the whole case with what she's got going on her butt right here. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because she's adorable and everybody loves her. And that is her remote. It's a toy. If we put batteries in it, it makes noise, but we didn't put batteries in it. She just wants to chew on the remotes. So it's easier to buy her own. So now she has her own remote control to chew on. But anyway, that's how that works. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you show respect towards someone, the other person will show respect to you. If you disrespect someone, then you're probably going to get that same energy back. Just approach the world with positivity and fuck all those negative people. You want to cry and complain about shit. Oh, I need this. I need this. If you saw my video from last week, then you know I was talking about activists. Activists are always crying about everything. Oh, you're not giving me this. Oh, you're not giving me this. You're literally begging for shit that you are not entitled to, number one. And number two, it doesn't always mean that you're not getting what you want. You just don't see it. And considering the fact that it's coming from the government, nobody sees anything the government's actually doing because they're talking about this over here so that you'll look this direction when they're actually doing something over here. They're, sleight of hand magicians type of thing. Look over here. Look over here. We're doing great shit. Nope, we're fucking up the country. So anyway. So go ahead and start screaming your head off. Everything else, blah, 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 blah. The loudest voice, you seem to think that you're going to scream and yell to get what you want because they're going to put you, get you out of there just to get you to stop screaming. Here's the problem. When people do that to toddlers and go, oh, you're going to scream. Oh, you're going to yell. Okay, here, just take it. Just get out of my face. They're going to give it. And that's exactly what happens to adults. When you give a toddler what they want their entire lives, or a child what they want their entire lives, as an adult, they expect it. They expect you to give them whatever they want. If they're going to scream about it, let's just give them what they want so we can get them out of here. That's all we want to do. We just want to give them what they want so they'll get out. No, don't do that, because that's the same thing as appeasing a toddler just to make them go away. No, stop doing that. Make these adults act like adults. And stop allowing them to act like toddlers in public. There will be less Karens of the world. We should really figure out a new name for Karen. Like, change it to something more modern. I think that's what we should do. I think we should totally do that. Like, change the name Karen to something else. Like, okay, Tiffany. I don't know. Something. I think we should do that. We should all come together and think of a name to change everything. Anyway, I'm going to stop blathering on. Like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just rambling on about nothing, hanging out with my animals all day long. That's just what I do. Anyway, I do have a website linked below. Buy my books. I write horror stories. I created my own cult. Things are happy. Dismemberment and disemboweling are my favorite thing to do. In my stories. In my books. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, on that note, okay, bye!